That is absolutely fine. I'm just going to lay back this episode and let you run with everything.
It's going to be terrible audio.
Nah, it will sound great.
Are you going to have a nap?
Yep, I'm going to fall asleep while recording an episode. Hang on.
Okay.
There we go. That's much better. It's still
That
not much.
looks
It's still not better.
so uncomfortable for you.
No. It's perfect. It's perfect.
All right. Okay. Well, this is all staying in, by the way, so... Hello, everyone! Welcome to TBO-ness, or TBO, undecided yet. We might have swapped some things around. However, today's episode is Miss Marvel. Yay!
Yes, clearly the bottom of the order, everything we watched, compared to The Boys and Thor.
Obi-Wan, and Thor, and Stranger Things, and Umbrella Academy, and everything else that released around the same time in the same period of stuff.
Yeah, it's very frustrating having everything released at the same time.
Yeah, it was fine. I didn't watch Umbrella Academy or Stranger Things, so my life was pretty good.
I'm still catching up on Stranger Things.
Spoilers, there's characters in it.
Thank you. But we're not talking about
Anyway.
that. We're talking about Ms. Marvel.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the show?
I enjoyed the ending and the start.
Well, that's good.
Didn't enjoy the middle bit.
Well, we're going to talk about it. What didn't you like?
The pacing, the fact it's
Is
a
it-
Disney Plus TV show, and the fact
They've
my
had-
microphone is very slowly rising, so it's really hard to keep talking.
Yeah, Dan's currently laying back in his chair because he was like, oh, yes, I'm going to go to sleep. And I was like, well, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. It's a very weird show, this one. It's definitely not our demographic.
No, obviously not.
Teen high school romance or whatever the fuck it is. I'm like, every time I see a fucking high school romance, I'm like, they're just sexualizing teenagers and it's weird.
I mean,
Like-
don't make it like that.
That's every time I'm like, some 30-year-old, 40-year-old plus director is just staring at teenagers doing shit. And I'm like, okay, well, this was clearly someone's wank bank material for later in life.
That's just weird.
That's what I think. It's 100% weird. Like every time, I'm like, someone had to film this, and someone had to painstakingly look at every shot and go, "Yeah, that's hot enough," or "That's like teenagery enough to pass." Someone's got to think about that, Dan. Someone is creepy.
Well, I want to move on from this because I find this a bit weird. So the first thing I
Okay.
want to talk about is the visuals. Let's go with the visuals. I don't know if that's the right word. But how they
Yeah.
do sort of like the texting and the animation in the background.
Yep.
I really enjoyed that. I thought that was very unique in terms of...
Yeah, because normally
Marvel.
it's a text box and it just has the text, but this kind of integrates it into the background of the shots and everything, which they do kind of give up with a lot throughout the rest of the show. They do it mostly in the first and then like second to last episode.
Yeah,
they
so
kinda,
which is a
I
very
imagine the
common
budgeting
trait
thing.
of Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, they kind of give up in the middle and then kind of end strong. Well, the WandaVision wasn't.
Well, WandaVision was the only TV show.
True. Yeah, I think the Boys showrunner came out and said like all of these TV shows trying to be like 10-hour long movies are like, no, just make a fucking TV show. That's what we're trying to do with The Boy. We're trying to make a fucking TV show.
Yeah.
Stop trying to make
it's-
10-hour long movies because they have nothing in the middle. Because TV and movie are some completely different things.
It doesn't work. Making long
No.
films does not work.
Nah. And I mean, this is one of those cases where it just could have been a movie or just could have been slightly better.
I would say every single show since WandaVision, or maybe Mandalorian, I don't remember which one came out recently, but they all could have been films.
Mandalorian came out first, then WandaVision.
Okay, so everything since WandaVision could have been a film.
Yes. And maybe Moon Knight could have still been a TV show.
It still could have been a film.
Loki was a good one. Could have been a film, though. Hawkeye shouldn't have been a film or a TV show.
Hawkeye just
Should
never
have just
existed.
should have just been a Yelena.
To be fair, What If as well, that is an actual TV show.
Yeah, it's going up against Arcane for the Emmys, and if it wins, I'm going to be so sad. What else was there? Falcon and the Winter Soldier could have been a movie. Loki could have been. No, I think Loki makes sense as a TV show. Had episode to
It's
episode.
still got the middle, though. It's still got that dragging middle bit, which you associate with films.
Yeah.
It's still a film. Every single Disney Plus show since WandaVision is a film. Apart from What If, of course. And ironically, some of the films probably should have been TV shows.
Eternals. Should have had
Eternals, yes, definitely Eternals. That one definitely should have been a TV show.
should have had a TV show introduced. Like, I still believe Eternal should have had a TV show with 10 episodes just showing the characters doing stuff in the past so that people know what the fuck they are and who they are, so you don't then have to spend 2.5 hours trying to cram in 10 characters that you have no backstory for, showing their backstory and making you care about them. Give you something. That's how they should do the TV shows. Is that for them introduce characters like for ensembles and stuff to then have them in the movies so you have all the backstory.
Yeah, I really don't understand what Marvel's doing right now. I know it's an experimental phase, but it's not really. It's kind of weird.
It seems like Kevin Feige's been hit in the head with a rock and
Yeah.
kind of all the Marvels
It's almost
have
like they've
been
just kind of
shaken
given
out.
up on actually making good content and kind of just want to grind stuff out now.
They've just kind of coasted for a bit.
Yeah, it's almost like, oh, we don't need to try hard because people will just
well,
watch
I mean,
it.
they're right. We're gonna watch it.
Well, yeah, but
I'm
I'm at the point now where I don't want to keep watching Marvel stuff anymore.
yeah, still watch the movies. I don't know about the TV shows. Like She-Hulk's not appealing to me at the moment. Still gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna enjoy it. I might enjoy it. Like it might be really good.
I don't know. To be honest, I looked at She-Hulk might actually be a TV show.
I hope it is, cause but I doubt it will be. Like if it's not a lawyering case each week, and like in the between bits is all the other drama, that would be fun. But I imagine it's just going to be one overarching long plot.
Yeah, I think that's clearly the problem with these shows is that there's like one to three plots, and then that's it for 6 episodes.
Yeah.
And then that doesn't
And for this one,
work. In a TV show, you need to have like 10, 15 plots, and then before the next one finishes, you started a new one.
Or you do it's episode to episode, but they have a slight intriguing plot that ties in, like WandaVision at the beginning, where it was an episode to episode thing, where they didn't really tie in, but then they did tie in.
But the point is, there's still a unique. If you think about it, it's like 8 different plots, 10 different plots for the whole TV show.
Yeah, WandaVision had loads of plots, yeah.
Which is why everyone was mad that it didn't quite end how they wanted it to, but.
Yeah. Well, everyone wanted Mephisto. I'm surprised this show didn't have Mephisto.
One day.
Where's the Mephisto love? Why has everyone suddenly decided that Mephisto's not in everything? Where was Mephisto in For Love and Thunder?
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh, apparently Russell Crowe was meant to play the devil originally in For Love and Thunder.
Oh, really?
He wasn't meant to. Yeah, apparently he wasn't meant to play Zeus. He was meant to be playing the devil. Like the incarnation of the devil. Like literal hell demon, the devil. Not Mephisto, because Mephisto is actually a being of hell or some like the hell dimension or something like that. But the devil himself, like the religious biblical devil. That would have been so fucking funny. Like they just confirmed God is real in the MCU and he does nothing. Yeah, I like how we spent 10 minutes not talking about the show and just complaining about Marvel. You can tell we have a lot to say. I think there are good moments. I like all of the religious, like, inclusion, I should say. Like, it was interesting to learn about. I think it's nice to see it. I think the best friend who wants to be part of the council meeting, I liked her. She was good.
Okay, yes, I did like her, but I got annoyed where I think in the 3rd episode she finds out that Kamala Khan is Ms. Marvel, or whatever the right name is, right?
3rd episode.
I don't know, that just gets dropped for 2 episodes.
Yep, because she goes to India.
And it's like, why are they doing this? If you make a TV show, you could have had like an interaction between her and what's the guy's name? I don't remember his name.
Which one?
The best friend bloke.
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno, yeah. Like, I have a conversation with Bruno, whatever. And
yeah, flashback or cut back to people in the US.
Yeah, I mean, just like, you don't need to just have one continuous story.
Well, we don't, because we get the flashback episodes.
It's still
we're
one
in the
continuous
past,
story.
and we find out that Kamala saved her own grandmother's grandmother.
And honestly, I didn't mind that episode as a one-off episode, But it just pissed me off that there's just no other substance to it.
Oh yeah, there's just one long continuous.
Like, the whole point of that didn't really do anything.
It
In terms of
showed
plot, what did it do?
showed us nothing except the
You get like a
Kamala
nice moment, I
somehow-
suppose, with Kim.
Well, I was confused because I don't know if that even happened.
No, I think it did because I don't know.
Because I don't know if that actually happened. Because in order for that to happen, then they kind of fuck up the timeline in terms of time travel for the MCU. Because it's like, oh yeah, so is it quantum related? Did she travel back quantum style?
I suppose it's got something
I
to
guess
do with
they
the
are
gin.
the I think they've been called the quantum bands in comics and stuff like that. Because I think apparently the original Captain Marvel, like the male version, apparently had something called the quantum bands, which gave him his powers or something like that.
The male Captain
From
Marvel Shazam.
No. In Marvel comics, the actual original Captain Marvel was a man.
Oh,
And then
really?
Carol Danvers.
But then did I
Yeah.
get banned because of Shazam?
No, they just kind of phased him out, and then they just put Captain Marvel as Carol Danvers.
Okay.
I think, but I don't think they got rid of it because originally Captain Marvel was Shazam, and then DC and Marvel had a fight over who got to have Captain Marvel, and Marvel won obviously because they got Marvel. So DC just decided to change it to Shazam
Yeah.
because it's kind of fun. Because I think it was because Captain Marvel was originally when DC was Timely Comics or something like that. Like originally created when DC wasn't DC and Marvel wasn't Marvel. One of them had both of them had different names in the past, and then they've eventually turned into those. Dan has left the building.
I was trying to find my phone so I could see the details of the plot on my phone. But I've lost my phone.
Do you want me to ring it for you?
No, I got it.
Ring it.
I mean, I
Well
got. I can ring it, but just keep talking.
Okay. Right. Let's start with the first episode, whilst Dan has a weird hunt for his phone. What even happens in the first episode? Oh yeah, we're introduced to everyone. She wants to go to Avengers Con,
Well, I'm
which
an idiot
looks like the... Why?
because
Were
it's
you
right next
sitting
to
on
me.
it? Well done. I was going to say, did you try looking next to you?
It was sort of hidden because it's black, but
Racist.
I don't think it is.
You don't, but that's why it's racist. Because you don't think about racial issues, Dan.
Well, the fact my phone's in a black phone case.
It's even worse. You're keeping your phone in something.
Do you think the Ms. Marvel TV show did the character justice?
Character probably. Powers, no.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't like that crystal shell.
Although they did
Hard
imply
light,
at the
as
end,
they
which
call.
was what I thought they were going to do.
Is make her a mutant, not an inhuman.
Well, not so much that, but like have the powers be embedded in her rather than
Oh yeah. No, it's
So, like,
yeah.
the
Well, they
bracelet
kind of
is.
hinted at it in the second episode where they're like testing the powers and shit like that.
Yeah,
He's like, oh yeah, it sort of comes from you and the bands enhance it or something like that. And then he's like, oh no. But I just like that they went, yeah, no, fuck, we're not doing Inhumans. We're just going to make her a mutant. Because
Yeah.
it's a mutation. It's not like a... Although I think people are speculating they kind of left it open-ended. So they could have her as an Inhuman. Because they had Blackguard Boltagon or whatever the fuck his
they
name
did.
is.
Yeah, although I'm pretty sure, if I remember, they had the X-Men score play over it at the same time.
Oh yeah, I think that was... Yeah, I think they did. I didn't care about that at all.
No, but that is what
I
I
think-
thought they were going to do. I thought the bracelet was the key to opening her powers or something. Or
Oh, someone pointed out that the original Hugh Jackman X-Men franchise thing never used the 90s cartoon X-Men theme for nostalgia reasons. And then in one film and one TV show, Marvel has used that theme twice as like an X-Men. Like you can tell who's got the priorities of nostalgia baiting.
so I actually really enjoyed the original X-Men.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I think they went downhill really quickly because they kind of like tried to do too much.
the first
like,
two
but-
X-Men films are great.
Never seen the second one.
The second one's probably the best X-Men film ever.
Yeah, everyone says it. I've never watched it, and I just keep meaning to, and I never have. Like I've watched every other X-Men movie but that one, and it's so funny to me because everyone's like, "Oh yeah, it's amazing," and I'm like, "Yep, not watched it." I've seen clips and things, and I've seen the bit where Wolverine stabs someone into a fridge.
It is a good film, that one.
Yeah, I still think Logan's the X-Men First Class.
Oh, I do love First Class.
X-Men First Class is such a class film. I love it.
I would actually say that's probably better than most of the MCU films.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with you there. And then they got rid of the director and went back to whoever did fucking Days of Future Past, and I just went, nah, that one's bad.
I enjoyed Days of Future Past.
I don't. It's not good.
Don't know why you don't like it.
It doesn't appeal to me at all. Like,
I think you are in the minority there.
Oh yeah, I am fully aware, because everyone loves that version's Quicksilver, and I'm just like, no, I don't fucking like this Quicksilver at all. It's just irritating to me. I don't like that slow-mo sequence, and I don't like any of the slow-mo sequences they did for any of those X-Men films. Like, I don't like the Marvel one much, except the best slow, like, fight speedster thing is Makari from Eternals.
That was fantastic.
That's the best use of a speedster in any property I've seen, because I fucking hate slow-mo run.
Because it was still fast, right? It was just like everything went faster.
Just everything's just up to her, and she's just creating shockwaves, and you just see the motion of the speed. You don't have to fucking slow everything down and have it unreasonably fast, because you have to slow everything down so he can fucking save everyone from a fucking exploding building that sucks ass, and he's got a shit song playing, and it's just fucking about, and he could have saved Havoc, but he fucking saved a dog with pizza and fucked about with it. Like, he fucks about in that sequence, and he could have saved the brother.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Apocalypse isn't a great film. Although, to be honest, when I first watched...
I thought that was Days of Future Past.
No, Days of Future Past is like the kitchen scene.
No, that's... Oh, yeah, you're right. Fuck. Yeah, see, that's how little I care about those movies. I like them blending together.
I think the first one's better. The kitchen scene's better.
It's not a kitchen scene. Oh, yeah, it is a kitchen. It's once they break Magneto out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck, we have not talked about this TV show. We're 20 minutes in and we keep getting distracted. Oh. What did you think of Avengers Con? Would you like to go to that Avengers?
No, I don't think I would.
It looked boring as fuck. Not gonna lie, it was. It really, also, I know it's on the military camp where Captain America like did his training, because it's Camp Levi.
Oh,
so
is
that's
it?
an Easter egg. Yeah, it's an Easter egg, but that got blew up in Civil Captain America Winter Soldier, didn't it?
It did, yes.
Yeah. So they went, what do we do with this army base that got blown up? Let's make it a fucking Avengers Con attraction.
Honestly, I don't know anymore.
I like to plan, and it just went to shit. Because it's like, oh yeah, we need to get here. We're gonna do all these cool things, and there's a little like imagination shit. And then it was just like, well, that's not how the real world works, and she just fucked everything up, and everything just went to shit. But they still managed to get there, and then she fucked up, and her parents hated her. And then miraculously, by the end of the show, her parents love her still.
I did actually enjoy her mother quite a bit.
Oh, her mum's it really annoyed me but I think that's the point. I don't believe her turnaround at all.
It was a bit like sharp.
It's just, yeah, it's literally just, oh no, she's bad mouthing the superhero, and then the next like scene is she somehow stumbles upon Kamala because she tracks her phone because she's a bad parent who doesn't trust her child, and then she's like, oh yeah, I believe you and I love you and I'm now gonna make your costume. And it's I
forgot about the Department of Damage Control as well.
Yeah.
Like that's another plot point that was just kind of left in the dust for ages, and we're just there like, why are they obsessed with capturing these people? And there's no explanation for it.
Yeah, I was expecting them to come to India or something and then just fuck up that shit.
But no,
but
they're
we
literally just like
we get introduced to another evil or good organization to help.
Yeah, and I'm just like, where's the plot? It's non-existent.
Kind of like, it was like, oh yeah, Kamala's learning her powers. Damage control. Okay, damage control doesn't like her. Why? Why is damage control gone from cleaning up rubbish to something?
And why do they have the Stark drones?
Yeah, that's a question. Why do they have?
There's no explanation here.
I think this has been confirmed to be after Avengers Endgame.
Yeah. What I thought.
I think it's shown that it's 2025 because
it has to be.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, how would Captain Marvel be anybody?
True. That is true. I guess. Yeah. Could have been 20.
I suppose it could be after 2018, but
Well, it could have been set in the 1960s.
Captain Marvel didn't come to Earth.
1990s after her appearance. She
came to Earth once and then never came back again.
Her time traveling powers meant she went back in time, saw Captain Marvel in the 1990s. When, oh shit, that person's cool. I'm going to be a super fan. I'm going to buy all their merch when they become famous in 2025. Because I can travel through time.
Oh, honestly, it's so bad as a TV show. That's so annoying.
It's a long movie.
It's so bad as a TV show. It really is.
It just doesn't go anywhere, does it?
I'm so disappointed because the ending was actually good.
Was it?
Well, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the ending, right?
I didn't.
Did you know I enjoyed it?
No, it was. I liked the high school bit, but that was about it. Everything after that was like, oh fuck, what the fuck are they doing? Oh god.
I didn't mind. No. I enjoyed it. I actually. I enjoyed the last episode.
Gone mad, and he's just. I don't get what the fuck the deal with the mom of the love interest boyfriend. I don't fucking get her motivation at all. It's like, oh yeah, we need to go back to our home planet. Like fucking, what the fuck's the Homer Simpson cartoon dog thing that they made for Itchy and Scratchy, like, originally?
Poochie.
Poochie, yeah. Like, fucking peace out, I gotta go back to my home planet.
It just leaves, and that's it.
Just fucking gets annihilated and turns into a skeleton.
Also,
like
what did she do? She just says Cameron.
Kamran.
Or
Kamran. Not Cameron.
What's called Cameron?
No, it's Kamran. Like Kamran.
Oh, yeah, it's just Cameron.
Kamran.
Yeah, she says Cameron. And then that's it.
And then she turns into a skeleton, and then she says Kamran again outside of it. Like,
and there's all this threat of saying, oh yeah, if she opens it, the whole world ends.
Didn't.
Nothing happened.
Well, it's like, oh no, I'll close. Like, I'm going there and I can close it. And then she turns into a skeleton and it just closes, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So what was the point? Like, the whole reason they stopped this was so that she wasn't going to destroy the world. And then she goes through, and nothing happens. So the whole point of the Red Daggers is pointless.
She dies.
She dies.
Yeah. The other lady dies because she's stupid and goes through it, and she clearly dies, and then the other one's like, well, it killed her, but it won't kill me, and then dies. Unless that's how you go through, you turn into a skeleton and then you just walk the afterlife, the other world skeleton-wise.
Well, I was thinking maybe it's to do with the soul, and the soul is in a human body.
Although, they do crystallize like the Inhumans do.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they are Inhumans still.
Maybe they are still Inhumans, but they're Jinn or something.
I mean, I know we're not the target audience, but I feel like we are.
I had a point. I was really expecting her to get her glowy hands and, like, close it.
That would have been cool. That would have been a cool scene.
Like a big stretchy powers to just kind of close it.
Yeah, but I would have enjoyed that.
Yeah.
More than just nothing happening.
Yeah. But then for some odd reason, somehow it travels into her son and gives her son powers without bracelets. And then he goes crazy. And then
nothing's explained.
No. And then he starts freaking out. And he's like, I love my mummy. And I'm like, dude, you're like, how old? You're like 18. You're like that close and needy for your mum. Like, I bet he still breastfeeds. Like, he's seen that close with his mother. Yeah. I like the school shit. I like that Zoe just turned back up after like 10 episodes of not being there. And it's just like, I was in the bathroom doing TikToks or something. And I'm like, oh god, fuck you, but I really like you. You're great.
Yeah, I did enjoy her character. And the fact she knew it was Kamala the entire time, she was like, well, I'm not going to tell everyone.
Yeah.
So she saved my life.
Yeah.
But like a bit of a cop-out, to be honest with you, but...
Also, she kind of caused your thing because she jumped out the way and let you take the hit of the hammer before saving your life.
Also, just to clarify on IMDb, so people's opinions, people rated the last episode as the best.
Well, that's a change for Marvel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Normally the last one's the worst one.
But it literally starts off 1 and then goes down and then just goes up right at the end.
Critical reception 95, 96, 100, and I've got Rotten Tomatoes tracking percentages on Rotten Tomatoes. Is the third and fourth are the highest on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, it's the fact he's got 98% on Rotten Tomatoes as well, which means I think it's like the highest Marvel property.
Which is crazy.
And it's like, this is not
I mean,
good.
like I said, this is not us as the target demographic.
Yeah, but you say that. I feel like we are.
I mean, we are because we're Marvel people, but we're not the teenagers that...
No, but we're still young.
Yeah, but I don't care about a teenage
I feel like the
girl's
target
life.
audience is still us.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't care about high school drama. I guess they kind of dropped that and go to India. But
They
I'm
did.
like,
That's what I thought. Like, oh, so yeah, it's high school stuff. Oh yeah, we're not a target audience. And then they do like go to India and then do this whole deep stuff about culture. And I'm like,
and how it's like this one guy's nice to this lady, and that makes it cool that
and then the
they have a
partition, which
babe.
is a completely tragic story.
the what?
The partition.
Oh, what, the train bit?
No, the partition is when India separated.
Oh,
things.
yeah. That's sorry, that's me being incultured.
Yeah,
forgetting
they
shit.
go all about that, which is like a really traumatic story, which I would say
And
isn't
then-
really for young
Marvel
young
does-
teenagers.
Also, Marvel to self-insert themselves in history.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is this? Well, who is the target audience here?
Yeah, it was nice cultural wise, but like I'm still like, oh Marvel, what the fuck are you doing, inserting your characters into the timeline of just this really ham-fistedly? Like
Yeah, so
I always feel that way when it's like I know I've said about Magneto being in the X-Men and stuff like that, but that's because it's tied, and I guess this is tying it, but they did it so much better in like the X-Men. Because it wasn't like how did no one fucking see those other sparkles and shit? Like all the fucking hard light shit that she produces. Because it's just in the middle of a train station.
I never just walking past it like, nah, I'm alright.
Nah, I don't care about this child screaming and crying. Also, I thought the story was that the mum got scooped up onto the train. Not that her dad just picks her up and she's on some little floating platforms and then finds her dad somehow.
I don't know. But very quickly, I did find the target audience, and apparently it's viewers between 20 and 24.
Damn it, I haven't aged out yet.
So we are the target audience here.
Why are we the target audience?
Well, not quite,
though?
I suppose. The main target audience is 20 to 24 of...
Well, you are. You're in between. You're the bang on.
I am bang on in the middle. But also
Yeah,
people
but
of
you
a
didn't
more
like-
diverse background. Which I
How
say
can
we're
you
not.
say that? We are the whitest people, and that is the most diverse background. We have fucked up so many cultures.
The thing is, I do appreciate like the culture
I
behind
do.
this.
I like
And I thought it
I
done
like seeing
fairly
all
well.
the-
From
I
my
liked.
point of view,
I hated the damage control lady when she walked into the mosque and didn't take off her shoes, and she was a bitch. And I was like, "Fucking show some respect, bitch."
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was done pretty well. And they sort of like explain how this is bad, and then I think I thought they painted the mosque in a very good light.
Yeah,
Also, people are peace, and
yeah.
I thought that
And
was
they
done
showed the
quite nicely.
downsides to being a woman in a mosque.
Ironically, that was done probably the best out of everything. Was just the culture side of things,
Yeah.
but the plot is awful.
Oh yeah. Did you like when we find out about the red daggers and we get introduced to a man, and then immediately after that man dies and we're meant to care,
Stupid.
and we were just like, oh, he gets stabbed in the back because he looks at someone when he's in the middle of a fight, and then she just kind of pushes him and he flaps onto the ground like a brick, and I'm just
It's
like,
so stupid. Why are they
Huh.
here? You
and then
didn't
she
need
has
them.
another love.
They just
And then she has
weren't needed.
another love interest, and she's just doing teenage shit with them. Like, oh, cool, okay. She goes to a beach party and eats some food, and it's like, oh yeah, she's got yet another love interest. She has 3 love interests, because that's every teenage girl's dream. Oh, she never gets to say... Bruno never gets to tell her she loves him. He loves her. He's like, no, you're a mutant, bitch. That's what I've always wanted to tell you. I don't love you at all. I want to tell you that you're a mutant. I am Charles Xavier, and you're a mutant.
Yeah, honestly, it's so confusing to me.
What I don't get is, why did Bruno give her the mask, and then why did the mum give her the outfit?
And then I'm pretty sure she didn't even use Bruno's mask because it has a different trim than the one Bruno gave her.
She might have painted it.
Maybe. Honestly. I think it was nice, the mum giving her the suit. I don't quite know how
we
she
know
got
she
it.
can sew, but the quality jump from the Hulk outfits to the outfit she wears is massive.
She could even have said, "Look,
Like the mom learned how to sew properly in that amount of time.
even like a plot line saying, "Oh, I got your friend Bruno to help me make you this." Like that would have been great.
Or, you know, to have the mom be like, okay, but you can't like do this all the time. You gotta still do your homework and shit like that.
Because she kind of does do that at the end.
No, she's just like, yeah, fuck it, you could go. It's fine. I don't
No,
care.
at the end is like the end credit scene.
Well, but the Carol Danvers turning up.
No, but before that, the mum was shouting out saying, "You can't go out. You need to do your homework." She does say that.
Oh, I guess maybe I don't know. I wonder what the fuck's happening with Carol Danvers.
Also,
though.
why is Carol Danvers got teleported in? Like, what's she got to do with the gin?
Okay, speculation time. She either touches the other bracelet, because there are two, and that somehow transported her. Two, bullshit. They needed a plot point. They needed somehow for Carol Also, what the fuck was Carol Danvers doing? And how fucked is Kamala Khan? She's just probably fucked this small child over so badly.
I mean, I suppose she got powers, so she can.
Also, how the fuck is this going to tie into WandaVision and
Monica Rambeau.
Photon? Yeah, that's the one. Photon turning up as well. 'Cause
Well-
she's in space.
Yeah, so I think how the film's going to go is Carol Danvers going to be doing a space mission with Nick Fury, maybe.
No, because he's on holiday.
But he's in a scroll station.
Yeah, but he's on holiday.
I don't know, maybe Nick Fury will be involved.
He's not
maybe he won't.
doing anything. He's just taking a break.
But she's doing a space mission. She's probably working with
We're going
Sword.
to tie it into Secret Invasion, because Secret Invasion's coming out as a TV show. Which
Hopefully
kinda
that will be a
makes-
TV show.
Doubt it. It will be a long movie.
I can't be the only one that just thinks
No, you're not. You're not. Don't worry.
it's not difficult to make a TV show.
Like I said, the director, like the showrunner of The Boys, has called out all this bullshit.
Even bad TV shows are still
Was
TV shows.
Peacemaker episode to episode, or was that one long movie?
It's more like The Boys in a way, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Fair enough.
It's like,
So it's more episode to episode. There's cliffhangers. There's all of
yeah.
there's plot threads. There's multiple character interactions whilst going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
a
need
proper
to
TV show.
Yeah. Fair enough. What else?
Even Arcane's another example of how a TV show you just have multiple characters that interact.
Well, most of the characters don't interact until like multiple episodes in.
Yeah.
Like you just have multiple thread lines that converge. And then all those characters you like naturally go, "Oh yeah, those fucking characters would work really well together." And then they do. And you're like, "Oh shit, yeah."
I'm trying to think if TV shows are centered around a main character. How do they work?
Scrubs.
I never watched Scrubs.
It's centered around JD, and then it has other episodes like centered around other main characters, but mostly they all revolve around him. But they have other characters doing other things, and all the plot lines kind of converge at the end of the episode. And then
Yeah, I
he does a
think
nice
that's
little
sort of-
wrap up.
I kind of wish that's what they did with this, because Ms. Marvel is, I would say, the most comic book-like character.
Well,
Like-
she's also, yeah.
She's obsessed with
Well,
comic books.
She's,
So
yeah, and she's a big fan. And we kind of get a glimpse to that because in the first episode, because we get her YouTube channel and how she's doing all of that, and we get like finding out that Ant-Man did a bunch of podcasts.
see, I know they stretched out her powers, but I would have much rather her just get the
Yeah,
powers in the
nice
first
one.
episode, and her just sort of learn the basics of it straight away.
Well, she does get her powers in the first one.
No, but like, so you combine maybe the first two episodes together as to one episode.
Yeah.
Like, because then that's sort of that's a complete thing. She's getting her powers, she starts using it, she kind of fails, some wasn't, that's it, right? That ends on a good cliffhanger then.
Yeah.
But then on the next episode, instead of it going like through damage control, whatever, we don't even see her using her powers, or barely at all.
She does the
The next
training
three
montage.
episodes.
Yep.
Make it so
Budgeting.
like she's actually being a superhero or trying to be a superhero. Make it more like
Yeah,
a
we don't
story.
actually- Well, she does that one saving, but she's doing that at a party.
Yeah, it's just not.
Barbecue cookout.
It's not there. It's
They had thread lines because they have the shoe thief, and then the shoe thief is that kid who falls off the building, who she tries to save. Or at least I think that was meant to be the shoe thief. I think it's maybe mentioned like, "Oh no, I didn't mean to steal those shoes." Or
But that's the
something like that.
what? Well, she saves two people, him and Zoe.
She barely saves Zoe though.
I know. She causes more Zoe causes Zoe's thing, and that's
Zoe
it.
gets hit by a giant hammer and then fucked into a building and doesn't die.
I suppose
like
maybe
breaking-
the flashback scene as well, but I'm not counting that episode because pretty much 15 minutes of it is just randomness. It doesn't have anything to do with the overarching story.
I like that she's like, she has to kind of train, like, exercise-wise, because she's just like a teenager who's lazy. And
Yeah,
doesn't
I
do-
enjoyed that montage.
Yeah,
that was a
I
good
liked
montage. I think there's a
Yeah,
lot to
I forgot
like
about
in the
this.
first 2, maybe 3 episodes. 4 on
Yeah.
5 is a big slub. Like,
Yeah.
it just halts to a stop. Like, there's no
Oh
progression.
yeah, we got 10 Rings logos when they're in the temple trying to, like, the old past thing. So,
See, how cool would it have been if they just showed the Mandarin?
well, that's what, I think that's what they're trying to do with, those fucking rings. I'm pretty sure they're alien, like, tech the same as those bands. But then
Maybe.
Captain Marvel would know what they were because she knows the Kree and the Kree. So, and also it was on a blue arm. So,
I don't
Still could-
understand why does all these things need to be interconnected.
because that's how Marvel works.
You don't need to have every little detail be interconnected.
But you have to. That's how Marvel works.
It never used to be.
But that's before Marvel learned that all you have to do is throw in a reference and people go, and then they don't care. Like, I bet you 100 million people went, oh shit, she a mutant, and went, I don't care how the rest of the show went, I love this show now. She a mutant. They
Nobody
introduced
said
a
that.
mutant.
Absolutely
Yeah.
nobody actually said
Everyone went, yeah, she a mutant.
that.
I bet people are mad about her being a mutant. Because, like, it's so funny that Kevin Feige's just gone, nah, fuck the Inhumans. We're just going to have her be a mutant. Like, we're going to throw all of her character backstory out the window and just have her be a mutant. We're going to have her as the first mutant. It's such a
Yeah.
weird thing to do. Like, you have Inhumans, and you had a movie with the Inhumans in it, and you still technically have a TV show that is still potentially canonical to the Inhumans.
Do you think when they do mutants, they're just going to have like a score in the background that's just been hidden the entire time?
I
Maybe
think they're
that's
just gonna
season 2. She goes to Xavier's school or something. I don't know.
I think that's where Bruno's going.
He's going to Caltech.
Yeah, I know. But they're going to secretly scoop him up in a van, put a bag over his head, and drive him to Charles Xavier's school for gifted mutants. And they're going to find out that he's a mutant, and that's why his parents are dead, because they were both mutants.
Imagine if Deadpool was the best thing the next phase.
It's going to be, because...
Yeah.
I've recently seen that America's really excited about, because Deadpool and Deadpool 2 and Logan are coming to Disney Plus in America, whereas we've had them for months.
Yeah.
Like, oh, right, yeah, I forget. America's a lot more strict on these are the first R-rated movies that are going on Disney Plus. Like, they had R-rated TV show, now they're getting R-rated
There's
movies.
going to be huge backlash.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be wild. Who cares?
How dare Disney own R-rated content?
How dare. I wonder if they have Predator and shit like that, because we've got Predator. I don't know, because a lot of it will be on Hulu, won't it? Because the
Yeah.
pre-TV show is going to Hulu, whereas here it will go to Disney Plus. It's so weird.
Including Futurama as well. Futurama's
Yeah.
going to Hulu.
So weird. Oh yeah, there was an Iron Man and Black Widow memorial. Cool.
I don't think there's anything else we need to rant about.
Okay, I'll say my favorite moment from this entire show, and it's where the best friend's talking to the dad, and she's like trying to win her political rally thing, and she just starts talking about, oh yeah, I'm your daughter's best friend, and we're two strong, independent women, and you don't want to stand in the face of like progress and how. Like, I love that moment, and I'm just like, that is the best moment from this entire TV show, because it's just like, she's such a conniving little bitch, and I love it.
She knew exactly what, like,
And then she just walks away, and the dad's just standing there, like, holding a poster, and it's just like, what the and then the best friend looks over, just like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, oh, god damn it. Oh, I love it so much. It's just such a great moment. Like, that was the moment that made me genuinely go, yeah, okay, this show's grown on me. I'll continue watching. This has kept my attention. And then the best friend just gets fucked off the show, and I'm like, oh, god damn it. This is the best character in your show. Keep this character around.
How about you just cut 4 and 5?
No, because then you don't have the flashback.
You don't need it.
And the sad Indian stuff where she meets a random boy who likes her and they like each other and there's some tension there. And it's like, oh no, but she likes Kamran and Bruno likes her. And she's, oh no, What the fuck did Bruno put in the locker? Because there's a shot. This is what I don't understand. He's walking away sad, put something in the locker, and then it cuts to her on, like, the lamppost. And then that cuts to, like, 2 weeks later. And then it's like Bruno and her are hanging out with this friend, and they're in a car. And they're like, oh yeah, Kamran gave me this car. And then they just fuck off. And it's like, what the fuck did Bruno put in the fucking locker? And why is this... Because I thought this was his confession to her, because she's going to Caltech. But no, it seems like they're just good friends. And she never read the letter or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like they changed the ending so that they could shove the mutant thing in there. Because I feel like that was a last-minute addition.
I really don't know if I can continue watching these Disney Plus shows.
I'm going to make you. We've got a podcast to do, Dad. We need content.
Yeah, but it's just getting the same review each time now. I'm just.
You don't have to watch them week to week. You can just watch them.
Do you know someone edited the Obi-Wan show to make it a film?
Oh, sick! I want to watch that.
Yeah, I wanted to watch it too, but Disney took it down. But apparently it's a lot better because they cut out
that would have been sick.
Pretty much all the stuff you don't need to see, and they
Did they
re-edited
keep in the scene where Leia runs through a forest.
No,
really
they got rid of
stupidly.
it entirely.
Oh no, that's the best part of the whole show.
Yeah, sure. They literally
that's the
got
best
it.
Bit.
She got captured instantly, so you don't see any of her running. You just see her walk
Bag
into
over
the
her
forest, and she gets captured instantly.
No, I think they should have kept that chase sequence in.
Oh, what? So a little kid can outrun 3 people.
Yeah, it's the best moment in TV history.
Yeah, I really want to watch it, but yeah, it got taken down. There's been multiple different edits, and another one is.
Pornhub.
Do you know where the Inquisitors are trying to find the Jedi in the?
Yes.
So it's edited so you already know that the person's a Jedi.
Oh, okay.
But apparently that works better.
Is that where he finds Obi-Wan and then is in the bar?
Apparently he finds Obi-Wan first now in this new edit.
That would have made more sense. That would have been...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
I don't know why they did it so he escapes and they're like, well, fuck it. And then they just walk off and then it's like, we're trying to find him and then they find... And then I would have agreed that swapping around that would have made more sense.
And then they
edit
edit
it directly Obi-Wan's fault.
Yeah, so then you edit it so then you actually see him get killed.
Right.
And in the hanging scene, he's actually got no head. They literally string him up with no head.
Well, that's a bit dark for Disney.
Yeah, but look, sounds a lot better though.
Would have been better for the boys. Maybe we should get Amazon to buy Marvel.
Just R-rated everything.
Yeah. Fuck, what else is there about this show? Oh yeah, the wedding. Did you like how she got blamed for the fire alarm?
No, and I don't care. Seriously.
I like the little wedding dance. I like the dance.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool, but you don't need to have the whole episode.
I like her relationship with her brother and stuff, and it's just like, oh yeah, she takes the piss and he takes the piss. And then they're doing the little dance, and then Bruno's a part of the family, and everyone loves Bruno. I think the only Disney Plus or Disney show or a movie or anything like this that likes a Bruno recently, because you got fucking Enchanto, which has a whole song about how Bruno sucks or something like that, and then fucking Luca, the fish mermaid boy, has Luca say like "Ciao Bruno" or "Silenzio Bruno," that's it. And then it's like, oh, what did Bruno ever do to you? But in this one, Bruno's a good boy.
Well, granted, I think it's still too soon for Marvel to adjust from the criticism.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Phase 5. Fuck!
Yeah.
Speaking of lost phones, I just dropped mine.
I hope next year, maybe a push that maybe Secret Invasion, they have adjusted it a little bit, made an actual TV show.
Nah.
It's so weird to me because WandaVision started off well.
Yeah, but everyone complained about the first.
Everyone just complained about the ending, not that build up. Everyone loved the build up. Everyone just hated the ending.
I know a lot of people who didn't like the beginning because it was like, oh, it's so slow. But yeah, that's meant to be. It's the whole point.
Yeah,
it's a TV show. It's old. It follows the old TV show format. You're not meant to care like you're meant to just appreciate they went through painstakingly trying to recreate the past. You're not meant to go, oh yeah, this is good television. None of the stuff from the past was good television. It was all bollocks.
Yeah, true.
It was all racism and sexism and horrible acting. And they recreated that perfectly with a robot and a woman who's a witch.
And then
in
they had children.
Yeah, and then she went psychotic and went on a murderous rampage with no explanation other than she got a book.
How good do you think Vision is in bed?
Well, he's a vibrator, so pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All he has to do is stick his fingers in and go, and he's fucking climaxed her to the moon. And she's a witch, so she probably could propel herself with her jisms up to the moon.
How have we gone on to this?
You asked how good Vision was in bed.
No, but how have we gone on for this from Ms. Marvel?
Because we're trying to avoid talking about the show.
I think we should end.
I liked the outfit Captain Marvel was wearing at the end. I like the half cut off sleeves with the glove. I like that outfit.
Cool. Cool story, bro.
I just thought I'd say that I like the outfit because she's cool. She's cool. I like Miss Marvel. I like not Miss Marvel. Carol Danvers. Captain Marvel.
I actually didn't mind the first Captain Marvel film. I actually enjoyed it.
I did as well.
I don't know why some people criticize it.
Sexism.
Yeah.
They tried to make it. That is their first Marvel superhero female-led movie, which shouldn't have been. It should have been Black Widow. And they went full, we're pro-women, this is our movie, whereas they should have just gone, here is the movie, we're treating it like a movie. We're not trying to rile up one side and the other side so that they fight each other for press coverage. We should have just done this as a movie. We don't need to go, hey look, you like this movie or otherwise you're sexist. You could have just enjoyed the movie. Because if you say anything bad, you're a sexist, Dan. Just like if you don't like this show, you're racist.
I don't think I am. Considering I praised all those points and I criticized just the plot.
I don't pray to any god.
I didn't say anything about praying to a god.
I took my earphone off and didn't listen, so I was scratching my ear.
I didn't say anything about that, so that was a bit weird.
What did you say? What did you say?
I said I praised everything about the religious side of things.
I thought you said pray. I took my earphone off after pray, and then I went, so yeah. All I heard was pray, and I was like, oh, he's talking about God, so yeah. Let's let him rant on about God. No, I liked all the religious stuff in this, except the flashback weird, trying to self-insert yourself into history weirdly, and then putting yourself on a train and doing weird sparkles. What do you look so concerned about?
Well, here's a bit of context. So before we started this recording episode, we were talking about what time do we normally eat dinner.
Right.
And
are you still on about this? Just because you
I just saw
6:30.
I just saw an article pop up my screen because I was just looking through. And well, I eat at 6:30, and Danny eats at like past 8.
Whenever the fuck I want to eat.
Yeah, and Danny called me weird, so I searched out what the average time is, and spoiler alert, it's 6:22 exactly.
Now,
but I just found somebody who said, or an article that says, generally people in the UK eat at 3 a.m. for breakfast, 12 p.m. for lunch, and 10 p.m. for dinner.
Who the fuck eats at 3 a.m.?
That's what I was wondering. You're wondering why the weird, confused face, and that's why.
How fucking early do they think we get up?
3 a.m. for breakfast.
I also don't eat breakfast, so fuck you.
When are you sleeping?
Clearly between whenever they last ate and 3 a.m.
Yeah, that was a weird article.
Who the fuck eats at 3 a.m.? That's a midnight snack level of timing. That's weird.
Yeah, that confused me. And I think on that note, we should end the.
I really don't like a power represent. Like, I really don't like the fucking hard light shit. Like, the
out of 10, what would you give this TV show?
I'm ranting about her powers.
I know you are.
I'll give it a rating after, but yeah, it just. I think it's just a CGI problem because it just looks terrible. And I hope if they do it in the movies, it's much better. But it won't.
No, I haven't got a problem with the CGI. I've got more problem with.
I just don't like her powers. It just looks so stupid. Like, I would rather have seen them try and do shitty, stretchy powers, but they're probably like, oh no, we're trying to introduce the Fantastic Four, and we don't want to have Mr. Fantastic and her have the same powers set. So, and also we need her to be able to survive in space. So, we'll give her a crystalline outline shell that makes her be able to breathe in space so that she doesn't die instantly, and we don't have to have the death of a child when Captain Marvel goes up into space.
That would be great. Imagine that.
I would love, this is nothing against the character, but I would just love if at the beginning of the Miss Marvels, Kamala Khan is just floating in space dead. Because Carol Danvers and her swapped places while she was in space. And Kamala Khan didn't know what the fuck to do, so she dies. And it's just floating in space, and they just kill her. Like, oh fuck, the death of a child is on Miss Captain Marvel. That would be fucking funny. I'm a horrible person, but yeah, it's funny. Anyway, 5.
I think I gave it a 3.
I think it's middle of the road. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, and I don't think it's the best thing in the world. I think it's pretty middling.
I give it 3 for mediocrity.
There was, I think, at least one good moment in most of the episodes, and then there was, like, one bad thing that I really didn't like in most of the episodes. So, I think it's pretty middling, so I'm giving it a 5.
I'm giving it a 3 for out of 10 for entertainment. Because I don't think it's entertaining.
I think that best friend moment with the dad is probably pushing it up from a 4.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, it's not high, but I don't know what I gave Hawkeye. I think I gave Hawkeye like a 2.
Is this better than Hawkeye? That's the question.
I don't know. I think Yelena and fucking Kate Bishop's relationship really does push that fucking TV show up.
That's true. That chemistry is fantastic. Kate Bishop.
Fuck. I don't know.
After we finish this, I'm going to go watch some clips of Yelena and
Kate Bishop just having fun, and then people's weird internet obsession making them fuck. It's what the internet will do.
Look at Arcane.
Yeah. That's easier to do, but the power of deep fakes, and you can do anything.
Yeah. As our friend knows.
Yes, and our other friend is scared.
And yeah, let's end it.
On that note, we've hit the hour mark, so hell yeah, we did a good job.
We probably spoke about 20 minutes of outro review.
And the rest complaining or going off on random tangents about other things. But hey, that's a review. That's our review. We hope you enjoyed it. Find out what's next at another stage in life.
Fascinating. Do you think we'll be doing She-Hulk?
We're going to have to. I've put it in the schedule. I'm not going to make you watch it week to week. You can just watch it all in one go.
She-Hulk is the last Marvel TV show I'm watching. And if that one's not genuinely good, I am not...
No, we've got What If 2.
I don't care. If She-Hulk is not
but
genuinely...
we got What If 2 this year.
If She-Hulk is not genuinely good, at least averaging a 7 out of 10, like just a
all
good
of these
TV
shows
show.
have averages high.
It doesn't have to be great. It just has to be an enjoyable TV show. If it's not...
Every episode of these TV shows, even Hawkeye was getting like 8 out of 10.
I don't care. It's my 7 out of 10.
Yeah, but then everyone was giving them high
The point
reviews.
I'm saying is if I don't find this TV show good, I am not watching another Marvel TV show.
Until Loki Season 2 comes out.
Until there's a
Which
great
is filming
show.
right now. What about Loki Season 2?
Anyway.
You're not going to watch Loki Season 2?
No. Not unless She-Hulk is good.
Wow, that sucks for you, man.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to miss some Tom Hiddleston stuff, who was meant to be in Thor Love and Thunder, but spoilers wasn't. Because how the fuck would that have
that's
worked?
what Thor Love and Thunder was missing. Missing Loki.
Well, no, because he's now got a kid, and Loki's going to go like, what the fuck? Why'd you have a kid? And he's going to be like, oh yeah, watch my movie. And that's going to be a flashback, and Korg's going to talk about dialogue and go, hey, look, Thor had a kid now. And you're like, oh, cool, thanks for the flashback, Korg.
How cool would it have been in that scene if it was just when he was doing that monologue? It was just a Loki, no one else.
Oh, I think it would have been funny if Thor was like, "Nah, fuck Jane Foster. I'm gonna get my brother back," and then Loki just pops back into the universe.
All right, nice.
Anyway, that should have
see you
kept
next
it
week.
over an hour long when I edit out all the dead bits of air.
Yeah. See you next week.
Goodbye.